Welcome to Oshawa, Ontario, OCAA Championship Weekend. Your host, Durham Lords, taking on the Mohawk Mountaineers from the Hamilton area. I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play. So Mohawk comes in undefeated, 5 wins, no losses, and 5 draws. The number 2 team in the OCAA West. They have not won the OCAA Gold since 2012. Excuse me. Your Durham Lords come in number 3 in the OCAA East, 7-2-1. And the last time they won gold was in 2007. Their men's squad, I was on the call for the national championship, won all of Canada 2019. The ladies in green uniforms with yellow trim. Mohawk in white unis with orange and black trim. I gotta say, the Durham uniforms are pretty sweet. That green and gold is a good look. Now, I am a Durham College graduate, so I may be a little bit biased compared. So for Durham, watch out for Jessica Pye, one of the top scorers in the OCAA, 9 goals and 9 assists on the season. For Mohawk, their top scorer, 5 goals, 2 assists. That's Alyssa Glassbergen. So this one should be easily or fairly evenly contested, excuse me. So if you are out there in YouTube Streamland or OCAA Stream, you can hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKeeCM. Let me know if the sound's all right, any issue with any names I'm saying. We'll get there. Give me a couple minutes. I'll try to get there. We got some Eminem, Lose Yourself in the Moment. A message to all the ladies out there. You only get one shot. I used to have this as my alarm clock every morning. I would wake up to dun, 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 dun. Miss me some 8 Mile, great movie. I love the battle raps in the 8 Mile. It's always so good.
My favorite's the one of the food truck.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah. With Exhibit, and he rips on Exhibit. Yeah.
Came prepared for my camera.
Here we go. Got a mitten on. Excuse me. All right, let's do it. Excuse me, my voice shot. This is game number 3 for me. So my voice a little rugged at this point. I got one more to go. And by now the coffee's cold to even soothe my throat. I did manage to run over to Ontario Tech and get myself a veggie burger in between games. I can't believe they're still carrying on with the mask nonsense in the buildings over there. Everyone was, I was like the only person that didn't have a mask. It was like, what's going on here? Thankfully, because I'm old, and you know, if I was a student, they might have said something. Well, I had a laugh with that. We were down in Waterloo last week. Waterloo didn't have it, but Laurier across the street was still carrying on with it. Yeah. Here we go. OCAA Championship Weekend. A long outlet pass. And just cleared away. It's Maya South. Just get it away from danger. So that looked like a planned attack from Mohawk, where they all kind of have, it's almost like a fly pattern in the NFL where everyone just runs down the field trying to catch. Well, we're back. Apologize for the technical difficulties there. What did you miss in those 2 minutes? Well, Durham had an attempt on goal and was saved by the keeper, Samantha DeHaan. So Durham on the attack early. Apologize for the feed cutting out. So we had some problems, sound problems in the first game, then the second one was fine. And then they decided they wanted to change the soundboard 1 minute before kickoff of this game. We had 40 minutes in between, but they decided, well, 1 minute in between, let's change the sound. It's like, no, that's not the idea. And here, that's hence the reason for our issues. Mohawk, comfortable. Pushing the ball around. Jessica Fiera ran away from it there. Paige Epp down the right wing, looking for a striker. Alyssa Glassbergen knocked out of bounds. Mohawk ball. Mentioned in one of the early games, did the OCAA Women's Volleyball Championships back in March here at Durham. Mohawk in that. Took Humber deep in the final. Couldn't get past them, but impressive performance from the Humber ladies. One thing I was impressed with was the whole volleyball coaching staff had the orange pants, the Ricky Fowler Puma orange pants, like every coach. And I'm like, that's a good look. And I said I was going to get myself some orange pants, and I have not since. But I think that's still got to be on my list. So it looks like a long throw coming in. Or really, is it corner? No, they're in a corner, excuse me. So when the camera is far down the right, I can't see where I'm at the media booth, and I got to look on the computer. So, ooh, tried to clear. Doesn't deter the Mohawk defender, but easily dealt with by Nikki Bradshaw. I think that's her. We've got 3 goalies listed. Because of the technical difficulties, I haven't been able to see. And that was a bit of an ugly clearance from the keeper. Rolled in, easily dealt with. Once I get a number on this keeper, what do we got? Number 1. That is Nikki Bradshaw, yeah. Nikki out of St. Stephen's. I think that's in Bowmanville. St. Stephen's High School. It is, yeah. So good pace to the game. Durham on the attack. Sage Thomas Roberts up front. It's your striker, number 3. Sure be saying that name quite a bit. Although I like the Sage name, because you know in soccer you can go by whatever name you want. You can go first name, last name. So if I was her, I'd just go Sage on the back of that jersey. You'd sell a few jerseys that way. Cross in, dangerous. And the Mohawk defender was too busy fixing her headband instead of clearing it, and it almost cost her. Well, that would have been a first. She headed it away, and then her headband kind of pushed down, and instead of clearing, she stopped to adjust her headband, and the Durham attackers pounced. So luckily, it didn't. That little 1-2 connection didn't work down the left side for Durham. Aaliyah Cardona pushes it out to the right side. Paige Epp, number 16. Mohawk on the attack, and then just cleared away to safety by Durham. 7 minutes in. Hopefully our technical issues are behind us. Durham men's team over on the far side of the pitch, out supporting their ladies, as they should. Well, they got beat 5-1 yesterday. We'll see Humber, one of the best teams in the country. The thing with Humber is Humber's got like 26, 27-year-old dudes, guys that have played professional, and they're just looking for a run in the fall. You know, maybe their League One season is ended or whatever, their pro season, and then they, you know, go back and play for Humber. So Humber always one of the most dominant men's teams. Obviously, their women's team really good here. number 5 in the country, but just barely escaped the challenge from Cambrian. Durham on the attack. Sage Thomas Roberts pushes it ahead. The keeper's out. And, whoa. Samantha DeHaan, well done, gets out to save that. That ball was a little tricky for the Durham center back. Pushed ahead, keeper. Where's the shout from the keeper? I want to hear her louder. I mentioned this in the first game. My son's a keeper for Algoma University and Masters Academy, so I'm always a little bit more critical of the keepers because I'm so used to watching my son on the sidelines, and these are the things I'm telling him in my head. Although now that at his level, I can't scream from the sideline too often. Once in a blue moon, I do. But, University and League One, they don't need to hear dad screaming on the side, although I'm still guilty of it once in a while. Every game I show up, and I know there's a lot of parents out there that can probably relate. You say, I'm not going to say anything today. I'm just going to watch the game. And 10 minutes in, I'm off. Yeah. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Ball rolling down the left side. And just cleared away by Durham. I didn't like that. She had 3 of her co-defenders inside. If she just turned inside, and then they could have easily worked that out. So maybe that early, the nerves in a big game like this showing there. But, worst case scenario, just get it out to safety. But you also don't want to give up possession. DiFrancesco back in the middle. Claudia Calix is 15. She's the one with the glasses out there and the ponytail. Cleared in, and no danger. That's going to roll out. Well, Durham, Nikki Bradshaw, the goal kick. Nikki 5'10", she's a tall keeper. I think she's the second. So, we had the striker on Niagara. Tori Hutlink was 6 foot, maybe even taller. She was a tall girl. And there's Durham down the right side on the attack. Who was that? 13. Erica Bjorgum. Nifty little move, but couldn't link up with Thomas Roberts. If you hear a buzzing in the background, it's the lawnmower. Someone's mowing the lawns nearby, crossed over. Dangerous, but Bradshaw just sees that out. What happened? Oh, the Durham Lord is here. Part of me secretly always wanted to be a mascot, dressing up in those costumes. Because you can be whoever you want. You can be. Because the mascot's always super happy. Everyone's happy to see him. That doesn't happen to me often. People usually roll their eyes and turn away when they see me coming. Mohawk down the right side of the pitch, crossed in, and then dealt with comfortably. Fiera looking for Sage, and good battle. So I'll say this, in the previous 2 games, the reffing's been good. Not outstanding, but certainly good enough. No egregious calls that made me want to rip my headset off and get down there. But, if you ask 1 or 2 of the coaches, they may beg to differ. But from the broadcaster's point of view, usually I'm neutral. Obviously, Durham, this is the one game where I'm going to lean a little green and yellow. Forgive me out there. It's 2-time Durham. Well, I didn't graduate the first time, came here in 96, 97. And then went and worked in the music business for over 20 years, and then came back 2015 to 17 and graduated in broadcasting. Hence why you're listening to me now. Durham down the left side. This is Jamie Pye. Crosses it over. That's Bjorgum. She had that first attempt that we missed when the camera was down, she had a good strike on net. And Durham, the keeper, dealt with it well. It was a dangerous attack in the first minute or so. Maya South. Durham switching the play. Van Heswick. And well in from the Durham defender, Sinead Capel, or Capel. If mom and dad is out there, let me know. I think I'm going to go with Capel, because it's with a K. Although I like the Sinead. Sinead O'Connor, one of my favorite singers ever. Assuming it's an Irish name. Well, nothing compares to you, Sinead. Yeah. For those, so Sinead, everyone's familiar with her. Nothing Compares to You hit from what, 1990, 91, but not so long ago, maybe about 8-9 years ago, she did a reggae album that was actually incredible, produced by Sly and Robbie, two of the most legendary reggae singers ever, and it's actually pretty good. So go check it out. She does a cover of Buju Banton's Untold Stories on there. Highly after the game, not during the game. Go check it out. And knocked out of bounds by Mohawk should be Durham ball. Olivia Chachia, is it? Chachia, I'll get it. Durham going backwards. I'm never a fan of that. The net's the other way. It's one thing if you got a lead 3-0, whatever, and you want to keep possession, that's fine. But at this point in the game, it's like, have a go, push it up. Use your keeper, well done. Bradshaw's got a defender wide left, but opts to put in the middle. Sage Thomas Roberts sprinting by the defender, ball in the 18-yard box, and she has a crack at it wisely because there was no other Durham forward getting up there, so she either held it up or had it go, and I'm okay with that. So Sage Thomas Roberts, first-year player out of Monarch Park High School, Toronto. They filmed some parts of the grassy high school there many years ago. There's some useless information for you. I'm full of useless information, let me tell you. 15 minutes in, no score. Durham looking a tad more dangerous, but Mohawk certainly looking good. Good tackle. Claudia Calix, she's been solid. Here's Pye, looking for help. Temperature warming up compared to the first two games, so these ladies a little bit of a benefactor of some better weather. Not that the weather was bad at all, but it was a little chillier this morning, the 10 a.m. game. And now that sun is shining here in Oshawa. 3:16 local time. Unseasonably warm at this time of year, which is great. Well done, use the keeper. Now push wide defender. There we go. Van Heswick finds Pye. Get the Durham men's team over there. Sounding like the Anfield Road side at Liverpool, getting the crowd going. Ooh, hard tackle, but Durham maintains possession, so need to call it. Bjorgum over on that right side has been dangerous in the opening few minutes of the half. Heather Arnott, 25, trying to get into the play as well. Durham ball still. And a throw to the wrong color jersey. Wavin, 5 out there, pushes it ahead. Bjorgum gets by the defender. It's dangerous for Durham. The cross in. And unlucky, Sage Thomas Roberts was hacking away at it. One of the Mohawk defenders got on the ground and got just enough of it. So Durham, the Lords on the attack. You get a sense one might be coming for the hometown Lords. Lovely ball in, dangerous, but the keeper well out, Nicky Bradshaw. And not the prettiest of kicks out, but at last it works all right. Pye looking to get going. Well, physical challenge, and yeah, I mean, I'm okay with Jamie being that kind of aggressive. Good to see. Let him know, hey, you ain't gonna push me around this field. They got that TFC chant going right now. Ball in from Mohawk, but short. And then South pushes it ahead. Durham on the counter. Thomas Roberts trying to get by our defender. And it looks like Abigail Woods up for the challenge. I think it was Woods that was the sliding defender to stop that near goal a few moments ago. We're going to see our first substitution, Mohawk. Ryan Jans about to enter the game. Number 9. Sinead Capel pushes it aside. Boivin works it down the right side now. Mohawk easily read. And the defender a little too casual. She had a striker waving the ball. Janelle Lambers was calling for it, and she didn't want to get it to her. That's the thing. If your striker makes a run, put your hand up. Here's Durham on the run. Thomas Roberts undresses the defender. Left foot. Oh, what a save, keeper. Samantha DeHaan up to the task. Solid keeping. Durham looking likely. Oh, clever ball like that. Pushed ahead. Now Mohawk. Where's the keeper? Get out. Keeper's got to get out and give a shout on that. But cleared away. Who was that? Boivin. So there's that substitution. 18 off, Alyssa Glassbergen. And then Ryan Jans come in, number 9. Back to it. And just booted up the field. Durham cleared away. Kept in. Mohawk, comfortable. I like this. Not ladies just hoofing it up the field. They're trying to get a little combination going. Get their touches in. Kiana DiFrancesco, number 7. And Calix again in the middle. Solid so far for Mohawk. Mohawk just hasn't been able to link up with anyone up top. And you can see the speed on Jans. I like that. You just came in. Start running. Let's go. Let's give them something different. Give them a tempo. Tempo change, excuse me. Thomas Roberts up to Bjorgum. And she's got to get rid of it. Finally does. Tuck 16's got to tuck in here. Yeah, that's the ball. And not the greatest. She had a wide open pie, but just didn't pick her head up and look. Settle down, ladies. You can see the nerves on some of the women out there. Substitution. 27 out. Or was that 21? It's 21 out. So pie out. 12 in. Brianna Kelly. And it looks like Durham ball still. You can definitely see traffic picking up in the background along Simcoe Street, down in the back. It was a lot quiet earlier. The rush hour about to start, people heading home. It always gets a bit more distracting when that traffic picks up in the back. And good defense, Boivin. Pushed ahead. Oh, dangerous ball. That's one of those ones where I don't like the AstroTurf, because on grass, that is absolutely a perfect ball. But on turf, you know, it just skates a little bit too far ahead. And that's why sometimes, you know, playing on turf, I mean, I get, obviously we understand why they do it. But it takes away so many scoring opportunities. How many balls just kind of roll aimlessly out of bounds or just too far away from the striker. Chachia pushes it out wide. And they can't link up with the striker yet all day for the right back. Good, make that run left back. There we go. Good, good. That space is there. Van Heswick gives it to a Mohawk defender. Bradshaw, comfortable. So that's what I was talking about the first. We've seen the goalie that didn't play. She was normally a forward. She was playing goalie. She was hovering too far deep, and now you see the more experienced keeper, Bradshaw, playing out around the 18-yard box. So anytime those long balls come through, she's up there to clear it away. Here's Durham on the attack. And good call by Samantha DeHaan and Sage Thomas Roberts. She's lucky she's not getting a yellow on that, a little push in the back. Generous from the ref. Calix. So too slow. 16 was caught napping. Paige Epp, when your right back gets it, you got to show wide. She was about 6 seconds too late recognizing that. And you can excuse that in the 70, 80th minute, but this early in the game, you got to have the legs to do it. Be in the right position. Cleared away from Durham. Booted up the field. Good switch. Bjorgum trying to cut inside. Looks like they've switched her. She was over on the right. Now she's down the left. She was having some success down that right side. Maybe a little early for that tactic. Cleared away by Durham. Ooh. Bjorgum runs through a hard challenge and just can't link with Sage Thomas Roberts. So Maya South, center back having a run here. Why not? Take it the whole way, Maya. And a clever flick in. And oh. And again, Samantha DeHaan, steady in goal for Mohawk. All day for Jessica Fiera. Or Ferreira, excuse me. My buddy has that last name, Cliff, and I still getting it wrong. Portuguese guy. I don't know if Jessica looks Portuguese, though. Maybe Pops. Durham. Great little series of play. Dangerous ball in. And Bjorgum, oh, and Samantha DeHaan again. So she's been big. So Mohawk's got to keep her. And too long again. You can hear everyone say, why? Not me. That's everyone in the crowd. And Sage Thomas Roberts causing problems. Hammered up the field. Good clearance. Janelle Lemers and Bradshaw, no problem. Foul behind. Mohawk, opportunity here. Good set piece. About 26 yards out. So unless they've got someone with a cannon, maybe test the keeper. Substitutions, we're going to see 19 for the first time, Shannon Brown. Shannon from Whitby. Father Leo Austin just down the road. And we got Janelle Lamers. Is she a left footer? Yeah, she's setting up. So it looks like she may have a crack here. Because, look, I don't know how many of these ladies are going to be willing to want to get the header ball. Trust me, I see this is my son's own team, and in the OUA. None of them really want to get ahead on it. So in these situations, I'm more of a fan of like get it on the keeper and hopefully push someone up there to good strike. Ooh, that was dangerous. Well, we know she's got a left foot on her, and that was hammered well. So watch out for Janelle a little later in the game. That may come into effect because, almost 30 yards out, and that had plenty of pace on it. Very dangerous. So 12 and 13 coming in. Autumn Grayley and Erica Kupraji. I'll get it right. Kupraji, there we go. Kupraji. Stolen. Shannon Brown making an immediate impact with the captain's armband down, rolls it in, but Brown gets it back and then dispossessed again. Sylvia Sokaz, 22, the defender, got in the way. Mohawk on the attack. But Heather Arnott back to clear away. Heather from Anderson Collegiate. Just in Whitby down the road. It's always easier calling the Durham games because I know where these schools are. I know what's going on. I don't have to guess. So for those listening from Mohawk, the Hamilton area, talked about this, I'm a traffic reporter for 8 stations. So I do a bunch of Hamilton stations. Bounce 102.9, you hear me doing the afternoon rush hour. Obviously, I'm here today, not on the radio. Move 105.7, Funny 820, Bloomberg 1150, all Hamilton-based stations. So if anyone out there listening in the Hamilton area going, why does that voice sound familiar? There you go. That's that guy that tells me the QEW is wide open and then there's a 12-car pileup and I sat in it for an hour and a half. Good cross in. And Bradshaw, that was dangerous. Great hands on the keeper because that was tough. She had a Mohawk defender right on top of her. If she let that slip for 1 second, Bjorgum. So Brown has been really impressive since she's come on. And then she just pushes in the back. Easy foul call. And substitution. Kyra Barton replaces Sage Thomas Roberts. So Sage was very active. Maybe just needs a quick breather. Kyra Barton from Whitby. Donald A. Wilson. Great athletics program at that school. It's over on Rossland, right next to the Whitby Soccer Dome. I've spent way too many nights there. Abigail Woods winning that challenge. And here's Mohawk on the attack. Cut. Wish she had to cut that in. Still there. And now Mohawk's won a corner. I thought the Mohawk right winger, if she had to just cut that in, because now if the Durham defender, she's either got to get physical with her, might trip her up inside that box, could have led to a penalty. Alas, we got a corner here from Mohawk. Last one was dangerous. Bradshaw had to be alert. Dangerous in, good header. Ooh, and just over. So in spite of a lot of the run of the play going Durham's way, Mohawk has had a couple opportunities here in the past 2 or 3 minutes. That was Sylvia Sokaz. Her header just missed. Booted up. Is she onside? We're going to find out in a second when she touches it. Pushed in, but nobody there. Much ado about nothing. Bradshaw, left footer, down the wing for Bjorgum. Erica looking for help. Inside to Brown. Good switch. So Brianna Kelly now playing the right wing. Bjorgum down the left side. Bjorgum, excuse me. "36 minutes in, still scoreless. Here in the OCAA Championship weekend game, the winners will advance to play Saturday. So if you win today, you're guaranteed at least 2 more games, because then even if you lose Saturday, you're still in the bronze medal game. But if you lose, you go home, set of steak knives for second place. Uh-oh, dangerous ball. Bradshaw almost. We're also seeing some more substitutions. So Alyssa Glassbergen about to come back into the game. 16 out. That's Paige Epp. And Jamie Pye coming back in for Durham, 21. Brianna Kelly. So Erica Bjorgum will go back to the right side. Jamie Pye on the left wing. And then they got Kyra Barton playing in the middle up top. Well, I've talked about this in every game today. The strikers play way too high in the OCAA women's. It's like, that stuff you do when you're younger where the striker just sits up top, wait for that outlet pass. You got to come back and get involved in the game. You can't just sit up top and hope you get that ball. If you're not getting it, now if you're getting it, you can stay up there. But if you're not, come back, get involved in the play. Go watch Luis Suarez, Wayne Rooney in his prime. Here's Erica Bjorgum. That's a couple things those guys did so outstanding where if the play wasn't coming to them, well, then I'll go back to the play. Just don't bite people like Luis Suarez does. Everything but that. I don't think either team will be overly happy with a scoreless first half. I think both teams have had chances. Certainly Durham, especially in the first 25 minutes or so, looked to be really likely, but Samantha DeHaan has been up for it for Mohawk in the goal. Durham on the attack. Pye. And her pass a little bit too much for Ferreira. Van Heswick with the throw in right below our booth. Good turn. Lamers. Calix. Nice touch from Barton. Pye, good cross, and it gets by. Here's Erica Bjorgum. Here's the chance on goal, and chips it off the side of the nets. She was thinking too hard about it. That's one of those ones, just put your head down and absolutely hammer it. Make the keeper make the save. She was just a little too clever there. I think she might have been anticipating the goalie to come out and attack, and then she was, well, maybe I'll chip her. And so another golden opportunity for Durham. And ball goes out of bounds. Linesman gets in the way. I'm getting a laugh at the Durham men's team over there, getting animated, giving us a little bit of atmosphere. Good ball. First touch. Let down Lamers. Switch it, Brown. There you go. Bjorgum. The Mohawk defense is having a lot of trouble with 13. Erica been turning those defenders inside out. I think it's coming. The most likely I've seen to score, number 13 in green, Erica Bjorgum. It's coming. So just under 5 minutes to half. I don't think we've had any injuries, so it should be very quick in injury time. And unlucky again. Whoop. Pye goes down. But, all right, she's up. If you're Durham, that switch is always on. Whenever they have the ball, Mohawk, they all swarm in white. And if you pick your head up and look, that other side of the field is wide open. I want to see them take advantage of that. Keep getting Erica Bjorgum those one-on-one opportunities. She's given those Mohawk defender fits. So anytime you get that ball, look for that switch, get over there. Mohawk, as they say, the English commentators, try to nick one before the end of half. My parents are from Liverpool, so if I want to turn on the English accent, I certainly can. Although the Liverpool accent, it isn't as glamorous as the London one. So, for those familiar with Jamie Carragher, the former Liverpool defender and Sky Sports broadcaster, that's a proper Liverpool accent. Scouse, as they call it. And foul from behind, yeah. Good call, easy call for the referee. That's under 2 minutes left in the half. I think if you're Mohawk, though, at this point, just the way the past couple minutes have gone, they look a little gassed. Let's just get to the half and regroup. So really want to shore up that defense here, not allow Durham to sneak one in here. Send it up. And Sokak just ran the ball out of bounds. Dangerous. And should still be Durham ball. It is. Well, knock on wood, no rain in the forecast. Looks to be clear skies here in the north end of Oshawa. Trust me, anyone in Oshawa, they always want to clarify, no, I live in the north Oshawa. I'm not in the south. So you always have to clarify, we're in the north of Oshawa here on the campus of Durham College. Pye, great ball ahead for Barton. Could this be it? And again, DeHaan up for the task. Second time and just couldn't get anything on it. So Kyra Barton stoned by Samantha DeHaan. I mean, it could be 3-0, 4-0 maybe, yeah. But DeHaan, I've talked about this in some of the other games. You got a good keeper, you got a good striker, you can make a run, you can beat anyone. Have a go. There's that left foot. We know she's got some pop behind it. Calix is being mugged by one of the Durham midfielders. That's Ferreira all over her. Oh, she missed on that header. And now here's the turnover. Have a go. And the keeper bungled it. Oh, and Nikki Bradshaw, almost a calamity. And then regroups just in time. You know, what I'd like to see after Nikki does that, though, slow the play down, right? But hey, maybe not. Here's Durham right before the half. Wide open, Erica Bjorgum down the right side. And can't get through the last line of defense. No, never, never. Look, and even if it was, I don't know if you call that in the box. So I'm at the Durham men's team. I don't know if you guys can hear them. They're obviously shouting for a penalty on that one. Wide open down the left side. Van Heswick, and then stolen. And can Mohawk before the half. Glassbergen, their leading scorer, ball at her foot. Dangerous crossover. Still there. Left-footed attempt off the crossbar. Glassbergen left foot swinger in, and it hit the crossbar. There was nothing Bradshaw could have done about that. Maybe a little kiss of the post after that, keeper. Say thank you. So, wow, right before half, that would have been something. Both teams with golden opportunities to score. Oh, stop. Barton fouled. At least she made a meal of it. Arnott trying to link up with Bjorgum, pushed ahead. And yeah, she felt that those footsteps behind her just get it up. Pye back helping out. Brown. Calm and composed. I like that. Well done from Durham. Nice and easy. Don't stress. Again, get it down that right side. They've had success. Bjorgum. Give it back to her. She's making the run. There it is. I think Erica let up on that run just a half step. Maybe just the end of the half, a little tired. But if she kept that run going. Good fight. What? How was it a Durham ball? She jumped in front and body checked the Mohawk player. And now it's a Durham ball. Well, hopefully. Well, this should be the last attempt right before half. Sinead Capel lines up. Try to swing it in. If you're Mohawk, though, I don't even like this striker up. Get back and defend. This is going to be the last play, so there's not going to be a counter. Get back and defend. Let's get this to the half. Dangerous. Oh, that's a clever play. Pye pushed in. Oh, and Barton missed a sitter from 2 yards out. It rolled under her foot. And that's why I was saying Mohawk, get back and defend, because that's the last thing. So Mohawk, geez, just escapes. So if you're a Mohawk Mountaineer, count your blessings. Kyra Barton just couldn't tap that in, but since she's come on, she's been really dangerous. I can see her cursing as she walks. I won't tell you what she's saying, but unfortunate for Durham. So good half. I think 0-0, a fair score, though Durham should have a couple, but alas, that keeper is something special, Samantha DeHaan. So we're going to take a couple minutes break. We'll be back for the start of the second half in about 10 minutes.
I started out coaching so my son could play, and as he moved up the ladder, I just kept on coaching. And when he graduated and went to college, I just kept on going because it was so much fun. We just figured this is a good start, and they'll get somebody else later to take it over and take it to a different height, but they never did. More and more players, the level is going up and up in the league. You've got to earn everything, and the league's becoming better and better every year. One thing I've really learned to lean on the people I have. You have to get good people. You have to let them go to work, and you have to learn to delegate and not be a micromanager. Winning the national championship was exciting because we had to beat my brother's school in the semifinals, and that was kind of rewarding. I always tell the kids what you learn on the field should be able to take you into real life. Learning to sacrifice, learning to put the team's goals ahead of yours. You guys are pulling on the highway of life, and I can see the stop sign in the distance getting bigger every year. And things happen in life that you can't control. And that stop sign could be yours next week, you just never know. So give it everything you have right now. What I love most about coaching baseball is the people that I meet every day. And over the years, been to a number of weddings and a number of christenings of kids that the players have produced over the years, and so that's very rewarding. Pretty good compliment, I think. It was just that I was a good baseball guy and had my players at heart. That's the most important thing.
We all really want to win, and we all want to work hard towards winning. We don't think that just because we've done so well in the past years that other teams are just going to give it to us. We know that people know who we are because of how well we've done, and we have to work for what we want. These past couple of years have been really good. Team-wise, I've made some of my best friends on this team who I believe will be with me for the rest of my life. And it doesn't feel like we're really friends. It feels like we're more of like a small family. It doesn't have the theme that we are. Honestly, it's a really great program. There's a lot of extras that we have here. We have ATS, which is one of our fitness programs that we go through during the season, which helps with like injury prevention and also helps us improve as players throughout the year. Also, we have a really great coaching staff. We're really hard on academics, and we want to make sure that everyone, while they're doing well on the court, they're also doing well off the court.
The way I approach it as a coach, like you're here to be a student first. You have to be a successful student in order to play volleyball. You need to have a certain grade point average. If you're a scholarship athlete, you have a certain grade point average to achieve that. School is going to get you where you want to be. Once you get that under your belt, the athlete, that's what we work hard on to make sure that they're successful sport that.
You meet a lot of new people on the sports teams, and you make a lot of new friends, so it just kind of makes you feel more comfortable coming from high school.
We know it's a big jump going from high school to college. We do open gyms for the summertime. Sometimes we know the kids a few summers ahead. They will have them come out just to meet the girls and train and try to get them to the next level and then just help ease that transition.
Getting to know some of the girls before even starting school helps a lot because you make friends through it because you already have a common interest.
We try our best to make sure that it's a second family and you feel welcome and you feel comfortable. We want them to come in and go, hey, I know 10, 12 other people, and they feel a little more comfortable, a little more stable.
A lot of the teachers are really understanding for first years, and they try to help you as much as possible. And as long as you let them know when you're missing things and you're going to make up for them, they're pretty understanding of all that.
So when I recruit, I talk to athletes about potential that big what programs they're interested in. There's a lot of good programs that we can utilize here. Really try to sell Durham for what it is. We have tons of amenities that a lot of other schools don't have.
We have an academic athletic study room that was provided for us. We all go up there to study sometimes or just to finish homework. I think it's really good having the team room kind of as a place to go in between class, before practice, after practice really helps out. We have like ice tubs in the back of the room that I usually use almost every time after practice.
The gyms that we have are up to date. Mining equipment that we can utilize, our hitting boxes that actually play, setting targets, passing targets.
Having like people be there to set it up for us to make sure everything's right and perfect is really helpful. It doesn't really put extra stress on us.
One of the big programs that we utilize is the UCS training system. That's something that a lot of schools don't have for varsity only training sessions to help your athletes to increase their speed and vertical and to avoid therapy. Therapy we have 2 great trainers every year that are overseen by our therapy staff. Our athletes are usually pretty strong and to avoid injury as much as possible.
We have a great coaching staff. Tony especially, he knows how to reach out to the girls and how to get them motivated during practice. I think what's so good about our coaching staff is that they respect us as players. Respecting your players is very important and kind of encourages people to play and work hard. Sometimes when we're looking down and stuff, he'll always try to bring out the positivity, as well as our assistant coaches. Everyone is a well-rounded coach and they always try to help us to the best of their ability.
We always want to give back and say, like, we are a community college and we want to give back to the community.
We raised money for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and for November, and we did our annual gift exchange with the YWCA.
We do the best to bring in club teams and like high school teams, elementary teams. When they come in, we do a special signing, little cards and that. Make them feel important and they go, oh, this is something I can do later on. So we just really want to give back to say, hey, we are Durham College. So with all the program, we want to be part of the community, we want to be active, and we want to help as much as we can.
Honestly, just go out and work as hard as you possibly can, even if you think you won't have a starting spot. Everyone works to where they need to get to, and if you want to be on the court, just show it and you'll get there.
Welcome back to Oshawa, Ontario. Second half of the OCAA Women's Soccer Championship. What is this, a quarterfinal? Durham Lords versus Mohawk Mountaineers. No score at the half. And the star of the first half for Mohawk keeper Samantha DeHaan, rock solid in net. She stoned Durham a couple times from close range. And so that'll be the key. Can they get one past her? Also, Mohawk, a couple late chances showing they are certainly capable of knocking off the hometown Lords. Mohawk comes in undefeated. 5 wins, no losses, 5 ties. Durham comes in 7 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie. Substitutions back on. Sage Thomas Roberts back on the pitch. Well, I thought Kyra Barton was excellent, other than, missing that attempt, but she's still been really dangerous. So I think we got to get her back out on the pitch at some point. Erica Bjorgum has been causing a lot of problems all afternoon for Mohawk. Down the left side of the pitch and just shielded. We'll go for a goal kick. So if you are out there in OCAA Streamland watching, hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. Any sound issues, if I've got a name or number wrong, never afraid to hear from you. Flicked ahead And Bradshaw will come out and clear away. It was getting warm. Now it's getting a little chillier. That frost is kind of rushed back in. I had a hoodie on underneath, took it off, and now I'm freezing again. But I don't want to stop. We'll keep going. I'll survive. Well, we definitely know tonight, that second game, once darkness falls, it's going to be a lot chillier. I don't know what the keeper just got to relax. There's no need for that. She had all day. You could hear her bench saying, take a touch. Coach knew what was coming. Bjorgum making a run down the right side, but Mohawk defender got in the way. They're battling down those, gone out for a throw in, sir. I can't see when the ball goes down that right side, based where I am in the media booth. What's today, Thursday? Thursday night football on tonight, some NFL, soak in some of that. Although it's been horrible this year, not even watchable. Back to Bradshaw, defender's got to show wide, and she does. Shannon Brown, captain's armband on her. You know, when I did the men's soccer championship back in 2019, I was able to see a bunch of the players out at different fields. I played some pickup with a bunch of them, and they were all shocked that I remembered their names, even like a year or two later. I played pickup at the Oshawa Civic for years, although my new work schedule changed, so I haven't been able to go this year. Long ball, ooh, cleared away. Van Heswick. Sage breathing down the defender's back. It gets a turnover. A shot on net, and it's in the back of the net. Sage Thomas Roberts with the breakthrough goal for the Durham Lords. Well, that's also miscommunication between the keeper and the defender. The keeper's got to help her defender out, let her know, hey, she's on your back, just get rid of it. And so that lack of communication there, and then Sage Thomas Roberts, physical, and then goes on her left foot, curls at it, and not much the keeper could do, other than maybe communicate a little bit better. So there's the breakthrough. Now we got a game. We got a goal 4 minutes into the second half. That should open things up. Both teams, 0-0. And so my message from Tony Clark saying way better sound now. So yeah, let's keep this as is. Thanks, Tony. Of course, don't forget to check out the Durham Lords Volleyball. Always one of the top women's programs in the country. I'm hoping to be back doing some play-by-play on some of the weekend games. So I was talking to DK about what weekend games we have coming up, and I can't wait to get back out in the gym and do that. Women's team should be really good this year. Final Four team this past March. And I saw they got Jessica Johnson back, who was coaching last year. And I know I think she was the player of the year a couple years ago, so that bodes well for them. Unlucky from the Mohawk defender there. No one there helping her out. Bjorgum steals that. Calm and cool, Brown. Bjorgum, nice little touch inside. And You made that clever little touch, and then that's when it's like, okay, you got all the space. Get rid of that ball. Don't allow more defenders to jump on you. Aaliyah Cardona. Just 21. Just push that up too far. If you're Durham, now slow it down. Why not? So that was some goal. Sage Thomas Roberts, first-year player. I mean, your speed was just causing all sorts of problems in the first 15, 20 minutes. Then they switched her up. I mean, Barton was just as good. And then finally, the breakthrough. Every time I watch soccer, I'm tempted to do my Stephen Caldwell Scottish accent when you're watching the TFC games. You know, he's done all right. He's done all right. I always get a kick out of Stephen because, nice gentleman, I've met him. Because he's a former player, he will not criticize anyone. And you're a color commentator on TV. That's your job, to criticize people. And Stephen will not criticize anyone. He'll say, oh, he's got to do better than that, as opposed to, oh, that was horrible. Like, uh-oh, dangerous pass down the middle. Pie, will she make her pay? And that's got it, no penalty? Oh, you know, I think if Sage goes down harder, she'd get that shout for a penalty. Sometimes you got to sell it. And so Mohawk lucky because that was a foul. If Sage was Brazilian, she'd still be rolling around in agony on her 19th roll right now. But she probably would have got a penalty call. Yeah. 53 minutes gone. Durham now looking more the likely side to advance. Mohawk still has had a few chances. You just wonder if that goal takes a little bit of flight out of their sails. Get it up. That's still in. No, keep playing. And knocked out of bounds. Maya South. That's like a good name. Like if you were like an R&B singer, like Maya South, even as a stage name, and that's her real name. Like Drake featuring Maya South. I could see it. Substitution. 12 coming back in. Autumn Grayley for 15. And Claudia Calix has been really good. Unless this is more like a, you know, she was playing more like that holding mid, bit of a defensive role. They want another attacker out there, but looks like that she's gone back to play defense. Too many ladies in white standing watching that ball. That ball was up in the air for a couple seconds. They were all flat-footed. Now here you go. Lammers, that left foot of hers. I want to see her have a couple more cracks. Get it in. Anything in from 25 yards, have a go. Here's the keeper out. Pick it up, yeah. DeHaan. And again, another Mohawk player caught watching that ball. Pie tripped up. Good call. You can hear the Mohawk defender got a piece of her. Durham putting this one in long, looking for someone to get a head on it. Oh! The keeper asleep. And that just skidded past the left post. And I'm not a fan of that from the keeper, DeHaan. None of her defenders, she had two defenders kind of jogging, not looking for that ball. And she had her head down. You got to wait for your players to get set before you're going to send that up. One thing I've noticed from Mohawk, their ladies a lot quieter. Their bench a lot quieter. That goal silenced a lot of stuff. You got to keep the communication going. Keep talking. Stay positive if you're Mohawk. Because I can hear the ladies in green. They're talking. Their bench is active. Another chance here. And it's offside. Jamie Pye just offside. But DeHaan was there regardless. Durham continues to press. DiFrancesco a little lot messing around with it. I don't want to see my left back or right back messing around with it that much. Their legs got tangled. 11's been fouled about 3 times in about 7 seconds, but the ref hasn't called it. Watch the skip. And Brown clears it away. I like Shannon Brown with the ball. Every time she has no panic in her. Every pass is calm and cool, not just hoofing it up the field. She's looking for her teammate. And if they let you down with the pass, that's their fault, not yours. But this just hooping it up the field. Here we go. Mohawk on the attack. Driven in low, but well wide. No danger for Nikki Bradshaw. Substitution, number 20 about to enter the game. Madison Machado. Madison from Strathroy, Ontario, first-year player. And who's coming out? That's Kiana DiFrancesco. So a short goal kick stolen by Mohawk. The Mountaineers on the attack. Long attempt, but that's not going to challenge any keeper. High foot. Sage got away with one. And now Durham's on the attack. And the keeper will scoop that up. Stolen. And here come the Lords. Left-footed cross in. And no one on the other end of it. Still dangerous. Oh, at the last second. Cleared away. Durham looking to swing it in. The problem is she's taking it up there, but there's no one up there with her. So hold it up for a bit. And then wisely, she does that. Lets someone else get in the attack with her. Pushed in the middle. Durham can't clear it away properly. This is dangerous. Lauren Snyder, number 10. Yeah, that's going to roll out of bounds. Excuse me. I've got that Black Eyed Peas, Tonight's Going to Be a Good Night song stuck in my head. They play it during every intermission. And that's like, you know, I remember I went to Cancun back in 2010, and that's one of those songs they play by the pool 37 times a day, especially when it's brand new. And I talk about this often where it's like, you know, the first 4 times you hear it, you're like, I'm sick of that song. And then you hear it the 14th time that day, and you're like, that's a great song because you got your midday buzz going. And then you're like, and then it gets song 21, and you like can't stand it. But then by about midnight, when you've heard it the 34th time, you're like, this might be the best song ever written. Because by that point, I've tried every drink on the menu, second go around, and the Black Eyed Peas starts sounding like, you know, the Beatles' White Album. It's fun fact, I produced the Black Eyed Peas' first Canadian tour back in 2004. Got to meet them. all that. No, I'm still not a fan. Hey, money. It's not show friends, it's show business. That's why I have that tattooed on my arm. And a foul against Mohawk. Here's a chance for Mohawk. Get a push up. You know, try to get something going. 61 minutes gone. Autumn Grayley, great ball in, dangerous. Ball bouncing around, flicking around. And that's going to go out for a corner. So dangerous ball in from Autumn. People got a head on it, but no one there to follow it up. So again, if you're Mohawk, get that push. Get some ladies up in that box. This is how they're going to get a goal. It looks like Durham's been pretty comfortable anytime they try to work the ball up the pitch, but set pieces and corners, if Mohawk's going to get one, great ball in, and it's not the header we needed right now if you're Mohawk, and that's got to be a foul. No. And Durham trying to counter Pies. And here's Sage again. That's speed. All sorts of problems. Great strike, and just off the side post. Keeper knew that was wide. No danger for the keeper. Substitution. Pie will have another breather, and then Kyra Barton back in, who was, I mean, other than missing the sitter, she was excellent in that first half. At least she got herself in that position. So Durham showing the depth of their bench. You know, they can bring on elite players off the bench, and that's going to be key this weekend. 3 games, 4 days. 1, you got to be good. You got to be deep. Here's a dangerous ball in. Is this the breakthrough? What a save! Nikki Bradshaw, left foot save. You just come out, as they say, make yourself big. The striker looked up, and, you know, there's Bradshaw, all 5'10" of her. Nowhere to go. Huge play. Sage again. If you're Durham, breathe a sigh of relief after that. Mohawk looks to be running out of gas. I think you get one more Durham, this will go to 4 or 5. Or Mohawk ties it up, and then we got a ball game. So Ryan Jan's about to come back in. She was a good injection of pace in the first half. Here's Durham. Chichia. And loses possession. Durham on the attack again. A lot of white jerseys back, though, in defense. And here we go. Janelle Lemers. Turn around. Lots of time. But again, look at all those white jerseys in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not getting up to help out. You got 4 white jerseys in the top half of the pitch, 6 behind the center line. That's not going to get you a goal, ladies. If you're tired, there's other ladies on the bench, I'm sure, that'd be happy to get out there and make that run. But here's one of them right now. It's when you get that break, everyone's got to go. Nine will come out. I'm sorry, 9 will go in. Excuse me. I just seen the 9 on the scoreboard. Just talking about her. And who's that? What number we got there? 17. Kimberly Brinker. Kimberly from Welland, St. Jean de Brébeuf High School. 65 minutes gone. It's been a strange game back and forth where it looks like Durham can run away with it and get this to 4-5, and then all of a sudden, as you say that, Mohawk has a breakaway and comes within a left foot toe save by Nikki Bradshaw of tying it up. Chachia to the bench. 25, Heather Arnott back in. And you just push that out of bounds. See, it's mental errors like that in a game like this. Look, if Durham's going to run by you, you're going to win a tackle, that's fine. But if you're just dribbling the ball out of bounds in a championship game, you got to be a little bit more mentally aware. Durham men's team getting a little animated over there, trying to help out their ladies. And that'll go, what is it? It's a goal kick. Yeah. Paul Gianni, the Mohawk head coach. So Rihanna Cartmel listening to the game from Edmonton, Alberta, cheering for Erica in the Lords. That's crazy. Well, hey, appreciate the shout out. Thank you so much for listening. I like Edmonton, more so than Calgary. Uh-oh, here we go, another opportunity, but DeHaan out there. Yeah, Edmonton's just a little bit more multicultural, whereas Calgary, it's Cowboys, the Stampede, I don't know. Growing up in Toronto, you appreciate a little bit more diversity. I think Edmonton's that. So I always like that. Being in music for 20 years, been on tour all across this country many times, and always never had a bad time in Edmonton. Actually, that's a lie. But, but the good times certainly outweigh it. So Erica Bjorgum from Kingman, Alberta. That's one of the things with Durham. A lot of their programs, they get players nationally. It's not just local kids. I know, talked about with the volleyball, I know Tony's out. He's recruiting girls from BC, Manitoba, coast to coast. When you have good athletics, if you build it, they will come. And got away with one there, and Durham on the attack. Dangerous ball in. Ooh. And Erica Bjorgum was right there, but DeHaan and 21's got to go get that ball. Cardona guilty of waiting for it as opposed to going to it. Bjorgum, lovely feed in. Thomas Roberts, another dangerous cross, and that's all right if you're DeHaan. It was a tough ball, just knocks it out. Another switch, Jamie Pye back in. And Jamie, number 3 in points in the OCAA this year. Sage Thomas Roberts to the bench, surprising. Maybe she just needs 5 minutes. Because Sage has been running. Corner in. Short and cleared. Ooh, hard foul. Let them play it. Play the advantage. Good call, referee. Sorry, I have to take my headset off to sneeze there. I'm waiting for the second sneeze to come now. So I'm in a battle. 1 sec. All right. Hopefully that does it. Mohawk trying to get something going. Here they go. And then Brown just gets it away, out of danger. So this linesman here looks like one of the refs I was giving a hard time to a couple weeks ago at my son's games. Hopefully, I'm going to hide behind these papers so he doesn't recognize me. Mohawk trying to get something going. This is what you need. One of the defenders has got to. They got to push up, get in, have that run. What I don't like is she made that run, and now she's running back to defense. It's like, stay up. That's Sylvia Sokaz. Great run. Now stay in the attack. Time ticking away. 72 minutes gone. Durham trying to hold on for dear life. And just up the field. Pie. Nah, Pie's got to pick her head up. She's wildly hoofing it forward. She's saying, I need someone. And I was thinking the same thing. No one's coming to her. No one in white jerseys running to Lemaires. And it just cleared away. No danger. Yeah, you could hear Janelle, who was like, hey, where is someone? And I was just looking at her going, no one's coming to help. That's great minds think alike right there. Uh-oh. And off Pie. It's Autumn Grayley on defense, number 12. Yeah, even now the Mohawk defenders saying we need more movement, and I'm with them. It's Mohawk looks a little flat, a little stagnant. They look tired. Good ball in, but even better defense from Boivin. Bjorgum down the right side again. She's been causing problems all day, right at the get-go. 15 in, 21 out. So Cardona out, Calix in. Durham crowd still in it. Lots more bodies filling in. People getting off work. Ball buried down the far right, so I'm trying to squint, like squinting like George Costanza to see what's going on. And not cleared away just yet. Well, here we go. And Brown, good tackle, and just sees that away. Good ball. Ah, unlucky. Well, Brown again just clears it away. Are we doing a sub? No. And shielded. Durham ball. So if you're Durham, every throw in, every goal kick, milk it a little slower. Let those seconds tick away. So 20 out, 7 in. So DiFrancesco back in, Machado out. Handball. Durham got away with one. Well, a good no call from the right. And there's Barton. Well, Barton got a good. I hope that's not a card, because I don't know if she was malicious with that. But Barton got a good boot on the ankle. Oh, she's getting a card for that? Oh, stop it. Nonsense. So into the books, Abigail Woods from Paris, Ontario. Long ball up, dangerous. Uh-oh. And DeHaan needed to scoop that away. Laid off well. Pye wins it for Durham. So again, there's this disconnect between the Mohawk defense and their front line. It's the midfield's too deep or they're too high. It's one or the other. Barton and can't connect with Bjorgum. '78th minute. Durham looking for the insurance. Mohawk looking for a lifeline and a way back in. It's cleared away. I think Mohawk's got to switch something up. They're still going with 4 defenders at least, maybe 5. At some point, you got to go 3 defenders, get an extra attacker out there, and let's start pushing. You can see Lauren Snyder trying to creep in a little. Oh, unlucky. And here's Barton, just sprints past the Mohawk defenders. And is it 2? She just missed. Mohawk has life. And now the Mohawk defender cramping up. So Barton and Sage Thomas Roberts, just their speed, killing Mohawk. Short free kick. That's a new rule over the past year or so in soccer, because for the previous 40, 50 years, the first goal kick had to get outside the box, the 18-yard box, and they got rid of that. And I think it helps more on the youth level. I mean, the pros, every goalie can kick the ball 60 yards, right? But at the youth level, or even, some university colleges, the keeper not strong enough to get it up to half each time. And so having that comfort of just being able to pass it off the defender, a little easier. I've seen that with my own son this year. So this kid in the best shape of his life, 2 days before he's driving up to Sault Ste. Marie for university, he rolls his ankle playing pickup basketball, and it swells up to the size of a balloon. And it hasn't really healed too much. He's torn some ligaments, and so his goal kicks certainly suffered this year. And so having the benefactor of that short little pass has been a blessing for him. And I know a lot of keepers out there. So Sage Thomas Roberts back into the game here. Looks like whoever will go off the other side. Who's that's 25? Heather Arnott. Jesus. I got a telemarketer calling me right now. I almost want to call them on it, put them on air so everyone can hear what this telemarketer is trying to sell me. I bet it's duct cleaning.
Or you're wanted for something.
No, that would be a long strike. No problem, but that would be a blocked caller. The cops always call you. Don't ask me. One of my best friends is a cop, and he always, every time he calls me, I get nervous. I'm like, what have I done now? He's like, I just want to talk some college football with you, bro. That's it. Brown up the line, and then headed out of bounds. And Snyder. Snyder from Brantford, Ontario. Home of Wayne Gretzky. Of course, Wayne Gretzky, was it Wayne Gretzky Boulevard they have through Brantford? I'm sure everyone in Brantford's sick of that, man. The rest of us in Canada aren't. South, dangerous ball. And then South, ooh, again. Is this the chance for Mohawk? Oh! And a good effort. That's Ryan Jans twice. And exactly, yeah, their head coach, Durham's head coach, Alex Bianchi, just saying simple, because Maya twice almost gave that away. Thanking her lucky stars that just went wide. Calix. There's a well-known EDM DJ, DJ Calix, big fan of. Saw him down at a club called Coda in Toronto a couple years ago. I'm an old man who still goes to EDM events. It's well, I'm a rave pioneer. I started producing raves in the late 90s. In Canada, I started one of the first ever EDM record labels in Canada, so I get a pass. When you're a pioneer in the business, you can still go. Well, because a lot of my friends are still well-known. I'll name drop. Some of them are well-known DJs and stuff, so I get to go hang out once in a while. Not too often, because I can't stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning that much anymore. Substitutions, 13 in. Erica, who's Chachia. Oh, that's the last game. That's Kupriaji. Forgive me. We had a Chachia in the last game. Kupriaji. Erica from Niagara Falls. Ooh, Barton goes down hard and then gets up quick. I'm impressed. I thought she hurt after that. And she's calling for it again. Just over 6 minutes to go. I'm sure there'll be a couple minutes injury time, so no more than about 8 minutes left in the match. Do or die. And then again, you got to start thinking, do I get DeHaan? And the way I've seen her boot the ball, she'd be a danger if you get her up, inside 25 yards. So if it gets to those last few minutes and they're still trailing by 1, you want to get the keeper up in there, pushed in, and Bradshaw scoops it up, slows it down. Good job by the keeper. And Sage's speed again. And that defender keeps cramping up. Sokaz. And that's one of those things, right? Like, I mean, if you're cramping in the first game, where are some of these ladies going to be in that second and third game come Sunday? Oh, there's Chachia back in. Knew she was out there somewhere. Forgive me. I always say this when I do the live streams. Look, I've called games for CBC and TSN Radio. We have monitors. I've got a producer in my ear. I have a spotter providing me information. When we do that here on these live streams, I got no info. I got a roster, and that's it. No producers, no spotters, no monitors helping me out with stats or info. So I'm going to make an error too. Forgive me. Oh, dangerous ball in! But Nikki Bradshaw says, not in my house. I want to see Nikki slow that down a bit. There's no need for her to push that ball. Another dangerous ball up. Mohawk going for it here at the end. Trying to get some kind of pressure. Empty the tank, ladies. And Bjorgum steals that away. The front three of Durham's speed, between Bjorgum and Thomas Roberts and Barton it's been a real problem. And it'll be a real problem for any team moving ahead. Now, we've yet to see Seneca coming up next. But so far, the most impressive team I've seen is Niagara of the 3 games so far. With Seneca, of course, number 1. I haven't seen him yet. I'll let you know. And what do we got? Yellow card. I don't mind that. In a game like this, take some yellows. It's fine. Be physical. And especially with the speed of these ladies. Hey, look, I'm a Durham guy, but if that's just tactical, you got to have chip at them. Little, stretch the limits of the rules, perhaps, to try and slow them down. It's okay to be a little dirty on the field sometimes. If they're fast, try and slow them down by any means necessary. And also, look, good footballers know there's ways to tackle with just letting them know without trying to injure. It's the clumsy. I never got hurt playing football in my life till I played pickup soccer, because there's guys that don't know how to tackle. They're clumsy. When you're playing against, men or women of equal skill, they're not going to challenge too clumsy too often, and they want to tackle you. They know how to do it without hurting you. And Durham just clears it up. 15 seconds left of regulation time. The 4th official about to put up the extra time minutes here. I can't see more than 3 minutes that we're going to get. The 4th official gives us 4 minutes. Wow. So a bit of a gift if you're Mohawk, and that's it. I want to see the keeper get up in the play. If they can get a set piece, a corner, free kick, something, you got to get that extra woman up on the field. And if you're Durham, you got to be okay with that. Just get it up the pitch. Regroup. Durham with only 1 lady up top. Everyone else back. Chloe Hersha, 17. Is that 17 up there or 7? 17. Far far. I'm blind in one eye and I'm old, so. If you're Durham, you're okay with this. Let them go everyone. Just hoof it up the field. Hold on for dear life and get into the semifinals come Saturday. Also, especially on Saturday, you got to think maybe a bit more of a home field advantage with people coming out, a lot more family members and friends able to come on and support, as opposed to, a 3 p.m. Thursday. Not everyone can book off work or get up to North Oshawa by 3 o'clock on a Thursday, but Saturday afternoon they certainly can. Mohawk trying for something, and then Brown just clears away. Can't be more than 90 seconds left. Flicked over, and Barton to midfield. Pass to nobody. And now here you go. So if I'm Mohawk, get that keeper up now. What are you waiting for? Or at least start having her creep up closer to midfield. Okay, now send it in. Not the turnover you want. Pie, hold it up, and she just hoofs it up the pitch. Quickly, keeper, get it up. No, that's not the throw you want. You want to get it up to midfield. Take a touch. That's not good. That's not good enough. You had 8 seconds to take a touch, and you pass it to someone in green. Mohawk pushing the ball around with their own defenders. No urgency. Pie pushed it out wide. Well done. There's Bjorgum just running to the corner, Erica. And a tough challenge, but still going to be Durham ball. Any second now, expect to hear that whistle from the referee. Mohawk had their chances, just didn't capitalize, including a huge save from Nikki Bradshaw. And Sage Thomas Roberts with the lone goal for Durham. Got the Mohawk defender sleeping, dispossessed her about 10 yards out from goal, and then with a clever finish, curled it in with her left foot in the top corner. And that's the difference right now. But credit to Samantha DeHaan, the Mohawk keeper, and there it is, game, set, match. Your Durham Lords will advance to the semifinal round. Talk about DeHaan, outstanding. I mean, it could have been 3-4, 5-0 if not for a bunch of great saves from Samantha, so she did her part. I just think Mohawk ran out of gas at some point, somewhere around that 65th minute. They just started looking flat, and Durham just had more life in them. So from Oshawa, Ontario, I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me. One more game left. Coming up in the final match, we've got Seneca and Centennial, two Toronto schools. Should be a good one. Stick around, about half an hour. We'll be back on the stream.